My Sankofa table presents what I pack for the Myrtle beach trip. Hi family, I am back with another video sharing how I pack when I travel. This weekend I'm taking a mini vacation to the beach, and unfortunately it's raining and cold, but that's okay. I'm just happy for the getaway. As with most of my vacations, I have to think about, ahead of time what it is that I'm going to eat while I'm away from my own kitchen. So thankfully a lot of the places that I choose to stay already have a kitchen, but for the ones that don't, I typically take my hot plate and my skillet when I can, and my electric Hot Logic's lunchbox that I just plug in and it'll warm up my food or cook my food. So today, since it's a short trip, it's like a 4-hour trip to Myrtle Beach from where I live, I have to pack a lunchbox for the ride. I don't eat or break my fast until noon, so I've already packed my cereal. I've already packed some fresh fruit, a banana and an apple. I've already packed some coconut water, and I made some chicken noodle soup last night, vegan style. So I've already warmed that up and packed it in my can, which keeps my soup warm for a good portion of the day. And I think I got this thing from Walmart, and it was like $8 or $7 and something. So it's and I've had it for quite a long time, and it's proven to really be a very good, useful thing. And I've already packed my coconut milk for my cereal. I have my ice pack in there, and I also made some hummus last night, and I'm going to eat the hummus with my plantain chips. So I packed that as a nice little snack. For the food portion now, that kept me up quite a bit. Kept me up a very long time last night because I really wanted to make sure I had everything that I needed. So I do have my tea already warmed and ready to go, and I have my water with I gotta have my crystals down there. It's already ready to go, and I have some extra water in the car already packed. I made several things last night. So for starters, I did make some date and nut balls here, so I can munch on those. And actually I'm gonna take some of these out of the container and put them in my lunchbox so I don't have to go into my big bag of groceries just to get it. And here's the container of soup that I made. So I'll probably eat that again tonight if I don't feel like cooking. But I am packing several food items where I can cook. I have some ideas. And yesterday I kind of wrote some stuff down because I didn't want to forget when I got to the grocery store of all these things in my head. So I packed some cherry tomatoes. I packed some mushrooms. I have a head of cabbage here because my teenage son likes the cabbage wedges, so I'll cook that for him later. And I have some fruit already washed off and ready to go. I have strawberries and I have blueberries for my cereal tomorrow, and I think I'm going to make a dessert of some sort. Not exactly sure what to make just yet, but I have a lot of ideas, and I have a lot of things that I can choose from. I've packed, I had some leftover fire roasted diced tomatoes or crushed tomatoes, so I have that packed. I have some slices of limes packed, and here's the rest of the tahini butter that I'll be able to share. Now, I'll bring you guys over here because I have 2 bags of grocery. In here I have more plantain chips. I have tea that I'll be drinking while I'm there. I have my cereal already packed if I want to have cereal. I have walnuts packed because I may do either rye oatmeal, or I may use that as part of my crumble if I do like a fruit, maybe an apple crumble, because I've already packed apples. I've packed onions, bell pepper, I've packed agave, I've packed seasonings, I've packed some really ripe bananas because time I get to the resort I'm going to freeze those so I can make nice cream later, and hopefully they have a blender in the room that I'm going to be staying in. I packed a little bit of olive oil. I've packed grapeseed oil. I've packed all the flours I may need. Like I've packed a Ziploc bag with some spelt flour, garbanzo bean flour if I choose to or decide to fry the mushrooms. So I'm already ready with that. If I want to have pancakes, I'm already ready with that. I can use the flours to make the pancakes. And I've also packed another bag separate from the food bag, which has, I am bringing one cast iron skillet, a small one, in the event I don't like the pan or pots or pans that the hotel or resort will have. So I'm trying to think ahead. I've packed dish detergent. I've packed a couple of serving spoons because sometimes I just get used to having certain utensils when I'm cooking and preparing food. I've also packed dish towels, and they usually have this kind of thing, but sometimes, you know, you can never have too many dish rags, dish towels, and so forth. I've already packed a couple of extra Ziploc bags. Yes, I do have my incense packed in a lighter to light it with. I've packed maybe a couple of extra dishes that I may want to eat out of. I'm a little picky when it comes to eating my cereal, and it has to be the right bowl or right situation. So I've already packed just a few things. I didn't want to overdo it, and thankfully I am driving and not flying, because when I fly I have to really cut down on some of the things that I take. So I've also packed, looking at my list here, I also packed some quinoa, and I packed some, I had 2 acorn squash that I needed to cook, so I packed those because I think what I'm going to do is cut those in half, put a little bit of oil and seasoning on those, and roast them, and then I'm going to stuff them with some quinoa, and I'm not sure yet, maybe, I don't know, it could be these tomatoes here, it could be mushrooms, could be black beans, it could be a combination of things. So I have options, so that's the good news. And in the event I want to go out to grab something to eat, I can, but I don't have to if I don't want to, because I'm already prepared. And again, it's going to be rainy and cold, and as I recall, the last time I stayed at this same resort, they didn't have many restaurants around, so you know, I'm thankful that I have the kitchen that I can use to prepare my food and feel right at home, right? And I don't have to be forced to go anywhere or do anything if I don't want to. So that's always good. I think I may have left off a couple of things that I packed, but you get the gist of it. So the idea of it is to think about what you want to eat, think about where you're going, think about what they may have, think about what they may not have, so that you can be prepared. And that's what I try to do way ahead of time. You know, if I can, just take a minute and just start jotting down things as it comes to me, and start jotting down what I need to pick up from the store, so that I can make sure I don't have to be pressured to go to some of the stores in that area, because they don't always carry all the foods that I eat. So that's all I have. I can't think of anything else. So I will be more than prepared for my trip, and I'll be snuggled in all day, I guess, or all weekend because of the weather, but it's okay. It's always good to take a mental break, because self-care is very important, right? And eating healthy, or as healthy as we can, and choosing what we put in our bodies is always a great step in a positive direction when it comes to self-care, health, and wellness. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. If you found something that you think somebody else may benefit from, please feel free to share this video, like, comment, you know, subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to try to bring more useful content that can help some of us out here. A lot of us are new on a health journey, and sometimes you just don't know what you don't know, and it's always helpful to pick up little nuggets here and there from other people who have, who are on the journey as well and who are still learning. So stay tuned. And ask a question if you like. I get people to hit me up all the time. I'm very approachable. I try to respond within a reasonable amount of time, and I try to be informative if I can, and just try to help the next person. So with that being said, thanks again for tuning in. Enjoy your weekend. Stay warm, stay dry, stay healthy, stay positive. Bye.
Be sure to watch the next video as I arrive at Myrtle Beach and discover the kitchen.